Namaste, Sakshi Telugu Vari Manasakshiki Swagatam Suswagatam. I am Priya Goteti. Welcome to Immigration Talk Show with attorney Dr. Srinivas Kaveti Garu from Kaveti Law Firms. Please note that Sakshi TV now has 5 immigration shows every week on Monday with Somireddy Law Firms, Tuesday with Kaveti Law Firms, Wednesday with Prashanti Reddy, Thursday with Naresh Kehi, and Friday with Banu Ilendar. Please tune in to ask your questions. If you are an immigration attorney and would like to join our special shows, please email us at usa@sakshi.com or call us at 866-725-7441. Before we begin the show, please note that the information provided on this show is not a legal advice and for general information purpose only. Sakshi TV or its agents are not responsible for use of this information. If you need any special legal advice, please contact the attorney directly, Mr. Kaveti Law Firms. Congratulations, first of all, Kaveti Garu, for receiving yet another honorary doctorate from Bharat Virtual University. Congratulations, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you, Priya.
And inkoka congratulations, double congratulations is for grand opening on your new branches in coastal Andhra, Vishakhapatnam, and Karnataka, Bangalore lo kuda mee branches open chesaru. Like also last year you also opened branches in places like UK, London, Canada, like Delhi, like you have branches all over the places. So thank you so much for expanding your reach and for opening so many branches that benefit our people both here and abroad.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's all patronage from clients from all over the world. We have been assisting people, and we're meeting people, advising them in different cities, and getting more responses.
సో మీరు ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఒక 1 to 2 months ఇండియాలో మనంతా టూర్ చేశారు కదా. సో యూ వెంట్ టు యూ గేవ్ సెమినార్స్, లెక్చర్స్, డాక్టర్ విఆర్కే లా స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళారు, నాగార్జున యూనివర్సిటీకి వెళ్ళారు, చాలా సెమినార్స్ అన్ని ఇచ్చారు కదా. అండ్ వీ నో దట్ ఇట్స్ ఎ హ్యూజ్ ఇంపాక్ట్. ఇట్ వాస్ ఎ గ్రేట్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆన్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ దే లెర్న్డ్ ఎ లాట్ ఫ్రమ్ యూ. సో కెన్ యూ ప్లీజ్ ప్రొవైడ్ మోర్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఆన్ దోస్ సెమినార్స్ అండ్ లెక్చర్స్ అండి?
Normally, when I'm invited by the universities, what I do, I give them, just a wisdom, sharing the wisdom that when students they want to get a visa, when they get a visa, what are the post after getting the visa, they have to enter into either UK or Canada, Australia, America, and what exactly they have to keep in mind in terms of student visa regulations and how they can get work permit after their master's or a bachelor's, and then how they can apply for a permanent residency or a green card or a leave to indefinite to leave in UK. Now, when I share that wisdom, and because I've done a PhD in artificial intelligence and law, I speak to a lot of bar associations and the universities, sharing how to apply, how to use artificial intelligence, Chat GPT, and assist them in practicing law or studying law school or even doing assignments at lab. So that's all. I go and speak on different platforms, and it's been a great experience sharing my wisdom. And I also pick up some interns from that. I When I go and give my seminars in the bar associations, I pick up some lawyers who come and join me as interns. Antonio, basically, you're sharing your wisdom from all these parts of the world, so that next week one girl is coming actually from Hyderabad. She got a visa. She's coming to work for us in New York office as an intern. She's a lawyer from Hyderabad. Atla, we are helping people. One guy is going to UK office. So we share that wisdom so that it's a feather in their cap so that they can think of outside the box of Indian law. They can learn some skills, and if they want to settle in UK, they want to settle in America, that's a good start. So if they want to go back and work for us, or if they want to do on their own, it helps them because immigration law is a very new area. Nobody knows that in India because they don't teach that in the law school. So they get some hands-on experience, and a lot of lawyers also they come and thank me because I tell them how to use artificial intelligence. Basically, how to use a chat GPT and Germany, Google that. So how to use those, resources, legal resources, so that it'll make them a better lawyers and it becomes easy for them to draft anything or even do research, everything. So it's a great tool which we use it in New York. So I'm just sharing that whatever I do in my real life. So it was a great experience, and But that's the way the people from Bangalore, Vishakhapatnam, clients also, they come and see me when I was in Vishakhapatnam and Bangalore, and I was in Vijayawada. We met a lot of clients. They come and see there was a problem in Guntur with a client, NRIMI. We took care of that. So everywhere we go, we take care of clients. And Valakuda, I'm coming from New York and London Inchi. It's easy because they cannot come up till New York and they cannot up till UK and Delhi also. They come and meet me whenever I go. So it's a great experience, Andy, and I still would like to do, and I'm doing it constantly. And we have started something in Dubai also. One of our junior is in Dubai now, and we are connecting to people in Dubai because Dubai law, United Arab Emirates is always people have gone there, laborers. Antu వాళ్ళకి most of the times they have problems with not getting paid salary sometimes. Two, అక్కడ ఏంటంటే because it's a Shariat law and people when they die during the job, most of them when they die, workers compensation అనేది insurance అనేది వస్తుంది. But not many people know that. So one of our junior, Mr. Vivek, is there in Dubai. So he's taking care of it, connecting the dots. And Vishakhapatnam, we have Dr. Surya. He's a doctorate, postdoctorate on the universities lalo. He's taking care of our Vishakhapatnam operations. And we are setting up an arbitration center and alternate dispute center. Ante enti, because there are 80 crores cases are pending in Indian courts. So courts courts calendars are clogged. Ante enti, there are, justice delayed is justice denied. So there are alternate resolution mechanisms. For example, if you buy any goods as a merchant, you buy goods, you buy as a customer in Amazon. If there's any defective good, whom you going to sue? You can't sue Amazon. And so if there's anything, you return the goods to them. And there is a platform called online dispute resolution and online platform started in Hebrew. So you go and submit your claim, they will dispute. Cheste, they will resolve. What is happening now? Robots, computers, I mean, artificial intelligence, they're resolving the dispute. It's called, online dispute resolution mechanisms. Alandidi, we are coming up with alternate dispute resolution mechanism in Vijayawada and Vishakhapatnam. It's called arbitration center, where they have one arbitration center in Hyderabad. We are starting up. It's a private arbitration center where people can come to us and we will resolve the disputes. Ante arbitration law. That's a new area. It's happening in India. And there is an arbitration center in Singapore, New York, London. Similar model in Bombay also, Palkiwala Arbitration Center. So we are coming up with that in Vishakhapatnam and Vijayawada. So this will be a great thing for Andhra Sunday. Hyderabad, there is one, and start chesaru Pata Chief Justice. So we are setting up something there, and we also want to train people so that they can become alternate dispute alternate mediation or arbitration cheyadaniki. This will help a lot of lawyers and non-lawyers also. So we are going to open that in April in Vijayawada and Vishakhapatnam, International Andhra Arbitration Center. So I'm doing a lot of things, Andy, because of my wisdom of law in 4 continents and my PhDs in artificial intelligence, other thing, giving back something to the society, Andy. So it's been great.
ఇట్స్ రియలీ ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ అండి. లైక్ వ్యూవర్స్ మీకు చాలా మందికి తెలిసి ఉంటుంది. లైక్ యుఎస్ లా చేయాలంటే యుఎస్ లో చదవాలి. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ జస్ట్ ఇమిగ్రేషన్ అటార్నీ అండి. యూకేలో ఇంగ్లీష్ సొలిసిటర్ కూడా ఆయన. హీ డజంట్ నాట్ జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ డూ దిస్ ఇమిగ్రేషన్ వీసాస్, H1, ఇన్వెస్టర్ వీసాస్, ఇవే కాకుండా డొమెస్టిక్ వైలెన్స్, యుఎస్కి వెళ్ళాలన్నా, యూకేకి వెళ్ళాలన్నా, ఆర్ దుబాయ్కి వెళ్ళాలన్నా, లైక్ వాటర్, లైక్ 4 కాంటినెంట్స్ మొత్తం ఆయన విజ్డమ్ ఆఫ్ లా మొత్తం ఆయన దగ్గరే ఉంది. సో అండ్ హీ ఆల్సో ఆల్వేస్ సపోర్ట్స్, లైక్ చెప్పినట్టు అదర్ లా స్టూడెంట్స్ కి కానీ అప్కమింగ్ లాయర్స్ కి కానీ చాలా హెల్ప్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో ఇట్స్ లైక్ వెరీ ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ అండి. మీరు ఇండియాకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు 16 cities తిరిగారు. విత్ ఇన్ 45 days 16 cities తిరిగి 600 to 800 people ని మీట్ అవ్వడం అంటే ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ జోక్ యాక్చువల్లీ. అది నాకు తెలిసి ఇప్పుడు యంగర్ జనరేషన్ కూడా అంత యాక్టివ్ గా అంత హార్డ్ వర్కింగ్ చేయరేమో. లైక్ యూ హ్యావ్ దట్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ఫోకస్ అండ్ passion అండి law మీద. సో ఐఎమ్ వెరీ డిలైటెడ్ ఆల్వేస్ టు హ్యావ్ యూ ఆన్ మై షో అండి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో కవిటి గారు, ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా ఏంటి అంటే ట్రంప్ లా వచ్చాక, రూలింగ్ వచ్చాక కొత్త రూల్ లాగా బర్త్ రైట్ సిటిజన్షిప్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఇట్స్ అన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ ఆర్డర్, బర్త్ రైట్ సిటిజన్షిప్. సో టుడే విల్ డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ బర్త్ రైట్ సిటిజన్షిప్. So what is this birthright citizenship?
See, one must understand how do you get citizenship? Citizenship under Paurasatvam. How do you get it? See, you must understand in the world, after all the, we got, but every country has its own law. In US, to get citizenship, it is, stipulated in 14th Amendment of US Constitution. ఇప్పుడు 1868, this is not now, it's a very old thing. ఇప్పుడు we are in 2025. See what happened, because in 1868, what happened is, there was a Chinese couple in America. They had a child, and because the Constitution said, yeah, if you're born in American soil, that is the fabric of American society. If you're born in American soil, you'll get your Paurasatvam, citizenship, US citizen. You become a US citizen. It is immaterial whether your father mother is an American citizen, or your father mother is a permanent resident, or your father mother is an H1B or a F1 or a legal entry individuals. What they said those days, since Chinese couple, they had a child, so the government said no. They took this to the Supreme Court of US. The US Supreme Court said, yeah, it's a 14th Amendment, you have to give a citizenship to the child. అప్పటి నుంచి, this is the only country in the world, not England or Australia or Canada or other parts of the world. Even ఇప్పుడు మీకు దుబాయ్లో కూడా, United Arab Emirates, if you are on a work visa in the United Arab Emirates, if your child is born in that country, you get Indian passport if you're an Indian parent. Pakistan at Pakistan, Bangladesh at Bangladesh. But this is the only country in the world, because when you're born in American soil, they said you give an American passport, American citizenship. ఇది ఏమైందంటే, what Trump said in last term also, తను ఏమన్నారంటే, this is like birth tourism. People from Mexico, people from all over the world, undocumented aliens or even visitors, they come here. H1B guys come here, students, they come here on some visa waiver programs from Europe, they come here. And a visa waiver program means you don't need a visa to come to America. For example, if you're a British national or a Canadian or a European guy, there are some countries visa waiver. You don't need a visa. You just get into the plane, come to America. You can come and stay 90 days and go back. Alantold Goda, if you come and have a child in this country, you have a passport for the child. So people have been abusing it. So what Trump said, no, I will change it. And last time also, 2018 line executive action తెస్తానన్నారు. So they said because it is subjected to challenge. ఏమైంది అంటే, now Trump said, no, I don't want this, honey. He came up with an executive order yesterday. Because he took an oath, he became a president yesterday. He signed an executive order. He said no more birthright citizenship. పుట్టగానే మీకు రాదు. So what does that mean? He said it is going to come into effect from tomorrow, yesterday only. And he said all the state agencies, government agencies, passport to Social Security, Department of State, he said, no, don't give any documents to anybody. From yesterday, unfortunately, if somebody is born yesterday in America, they will not be given you could get a birth certificate, but not a passport. And so Ipudu, that is what the law he came up. And he said it will start from yesterday only. We picked up this information from White House and from the executive order. So this information is there in a White House website. Anybody can check it out. So he said, let's end this. Because everybody is coming, border niche, they are coming and having children in this country. And they take advantages of getting a passport for the children, and they can go to school, they can get a medical insurance, tickets, and they give food stamps, stuff. They said no more birthright citizenship. And he came up with the executive order. That's what it is.
సో ఇంకోటి కవిటిగా విన్నదేంటి అంటే, కొంతమంది దాన్ని ఛాలెంజ్ చేస్తూ కోర్టులో కూడా కేసేశారు అని విన్నాను. ఇస్ దట్ ట్రూ?
Well, what will happen, of course, this will be challenged in the Supreme Court. Ipudu, to become a law of this land, one must understand there are three things. One is there should be a two-third majority in both the houses. ఇప్పుడు just like our country in America also Congress has two houses kada. One is Senate and Congress. So in both the houses it has to have a two-third majority because this is a federal subject kada. And
Yes.
two, there should be a constitutional convention that can become a law. And third thing, a ratification by the states. Ante emiti? 3/4 of state legislatures, America మొత్తంలో ఉన్న 51 states వాళ్ళు state legislatures లో they have to pass the law. They said, okay, we accept that, and that has to be 3/4 of అంటే 3/4 is a very large majority in state legislatures. అంటే అన్ని స్టేట్స్లలో దే హ్యావ్ టు రికగ్నైజ్ వాట్ నౌ ట్రంప్ గారు ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ ఆర్డర్ని. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఈజీ థింగ్. దేర్స్ గోన్ బి లాట్ ఆఫ్ లీగల్ ఛాలెంజెస్ ఇన్ ద కంట్రీ. అంటే వెదర్ దిస్ బికమ్ ఎ లా ఆఫ్ ద ల్యాండ్, it's in the future debates. A lot of legal scholars said no, because you're changing the fabric of our constitution. The constitution challenge చేస్తున్నారు. One must understand, P.R., nobody is supreme on the law, supreme than law. Even president kuda ante it has to be within the purview of constitution. The name ఏమంటారంటే intra virus doctrine. Anything which you can do, it has to be within the purview of constitution of US or any constitution, rajangam. It cannot be ultra virus constitution. It cannot go against the constitution, which is not there. So now his executive order which has come up is ultra virus constitution, and they against the constitution. So it is subjected to be challenged in the Supreme Court. That's what legal analysis is. So it's going to be a lot of challenges in the future in this country.
Then I think it will be challenge for the newly born babies ఇంకొచ్చే వాళ్ళకి. So they don't know like which passport they have to use, US passport or India passport. So like ఎప్పుడు ఇది మొత్తం కన్ఫర్మ్ అవుతుంది, లైక్ కేసు వేసినా ఏదన్నా? ఇస్ ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ కెన్ రిజాల్వ్ సూన్?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు let's say if somebody, let's say a parent came from Mexico and they have a child in America. So now the government is saying we will not give you a passport. These parents have to challenge this executive order in the court of law, at the Supreme Court law. Challenge it. Somebody has to take it to the Supreme Court. Or some immigration advocates, civil rights movement వాళ్ళు challenge చేయాలి. This is against the constitution. So when the Supreme Court has to hear full term, full bench, విన్న తర్వాత then they will pass. Whether upholding that executive order or ultra virus ఇది పనికిరాదు అని. So it is, because it's a fundamental principle of American law, we have to wait and see. And as you rightly said, it's going to be a lot of crisis. We don't know. It might take some months and years. We don't know.
సో కవేటి గారు, ఇంకొకటి కూడా వింటున్నది ఏంటి అంటే, నాట్ జస్ట్ ఫ్యూచర్, పాస్ట్ లో కూడా ఇఫ్ ద పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ సిటిజన్స్, వాళ్ళ పిల్లలకి కూడా బర్త్ రైట్ ది తీసేస్తాము అని చెప్పి విన్నాం. ఈస్ దట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి హ్యాపెనింగ్ సూన్, ఆర్ ఈస్ ఇట్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ పాసిబుల్ టు డూ దట్?
No. Let me explain to you one thing, Priya. A law, there are two types. When a law comes into the effect, either the judge made law or the president made a law, or parliament or a Congress made a law. The law, when it is passed in anywhere, it's called, it cannot be retrospective. Ante enti, it cannot go backdated. It has to be prospective. Because President signed the executive order yesterday, it is going to come effect from today on, and from yesterday, not from the past 4 months, 6 months back. That's called retrospective effect. Law cannot come retrospectively. When it comes, it's bad in law. It's against Constitution. So most of the times, the law will be applicable from yesterday, not from before. అందుకని మీరు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్కి, no, it's not. The law has come from not past. Pata kesulu cheyadam ledu, from yesterday only. That is the answer.
Okay, so what would happen to all the families? Like చాలా మంది US లో like 10 years, 15 years H1 మీదే ఉంటూ they may not be citizens. So how would this impact their children?
Absolutely, it's going to impact the H1B guys from India or anywhere in the world. It's going to impact people who are on L1 visa, who are on a student visa, people who come on a visit visa, people who have come on a national visa. national waiver program. Definitely, people who are illegal, Americalo, parents, father and mother who are illegal in the country, the children cannot get it. This will affect them. As you rightly said, anybody who's in an H-1B in the country, mother, father are Indian citizens or citizens, non-US citizens, the children will get their own mother, father citizenship. Because the law says, for example, if somebody is in US or some other country, if the parents are Indians, I give an example, they get the parents' passport. They can go to their embassy and apply. So they get their parents' passport.
Okay, so whoever is like going, they have to get their like parent citizenship. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా కాంప్లికేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఒకవేళ లైక్ ఇంటర్ కంట్రీస్ మ్యారేజ్ కనుక జరిగితే, సమ్ ఇఫ్ వన్ పర్సన్ ఇస్ ఫ్రమ్ మెక్సికో, వన్ పర్సన్ ఇస్ ఫ్రమ్ ఇటలీ, సో అలాంటప్పుడు సిటిజన్షిప్ ఎలా వస్తుంది? సో దే ఆర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ కాంప్లికేషన్స్ కదా.
Good question. They are entitled for father's passport. They are entitled for mother's passport. They can apply both passports also. That is a law. That's international. That's a private international law. They can get both the passports. A lot of people do it, and even in America, a lot of kids who are born to Europeans and Canadians, those who live in America, they have two to three passports actually. US passport to Saha. And we have a lot of clients who come to us. They have two passports. They have three passports. That is very strange for Indians, but a lot of countries allow to have two passports. But for example, if some Canadians are living in America on a TN visa, the mother can be a Canadian citizen, father can be a British citizen, but the child is born in America before law, and they could get a Canadian passport from the mother. The boy could get, or a girl could get, UK passport from the father, and because they're born in India, in America, they could get American passport also. So we have seen clients having three passports, two passports. That's possible.
Okay, so do we see any other future, like US Constitution, any other executive orders that can happen in future that will potentially affect immigrants?
Well, he's coming up with a lot of executive orders. He signed a lot of them yesterday, and he's going to come up with more. And then he's speaking on, increasing the tariffs, but he's also saying that because manufacture in America, he said he wanted America to be great, and he wants all the companies who are set up their factories overseas. He wants them to come back and start manufacturing in America. That's one great thing. And just like make in India laga, he wants make in America. That's his ninado. So he's saying that all the companies, when they come back, of course, they have to bring foreign workers to come and work in America. So he's saying that I am okay with the legal immigration. Those who are talented come in America, come with a visa, work and pay taxes. He's okay with that. He's saying that I don't have a problem with that, but he's have a problem with illegal immigration. Nothing. People who are drug cartels, people who are having criminal cases, and he's having issue with them. And Gatamlo, he was saying that he wants to adopt a point-based immigration, just like Australia, England, New Zealand, and Canada. They give point-based immigration. For example, you have a master's degree, you have a work experience, you have certain funds in your bank, and you have, don't have no criminal history, no health problems. If you're clean and you have merits, I mean, you have good education and work experience. He's saying that he wants to change immigration and get a green card straight under the points migration. So he's into it. And if you see now, Elon Musk is there, and he wants to do more into artificial intelligence, and he wants to get into Mars. And even Ramaswamy is into techie guy. So they're going to have a lot of changes, and a lot of companies are going to come. Of course, Mari Visulbad cheyal kada. When people want to come and work, so definitely there will be legal migration. There will be a lot of changes. So I don't see a problem for Indians, because most of the times, and problem ఏంటంటే people are filing asylums. I get calls saying, oh, మేము asylum file చేస్తాం, student visa, H1B visa వాళ్ళు కూడా asylum చేస్తున్నారు. So that is against the law. He said anybody who's filed frivolous asylum applications, he will send back. ఇప్పుడు మొన్న there were statistics, 800,000 Indians have come from Canada students, they stopped going to school and coming to America. A lot of Indians have come to America. And third largest or fourth largest immigrants who came to America, crossing the border after Mexico and other countries. So he said, we'll send them all back. So that's going to impact a lot of Indians as well.
సో కవిటి గారు మీరు నాట్ జస్ట్ ఇమిగ్రేషన్ గా చెప్పినట్టు మీరు ఇంటర్నేషనల్ లా 4 కాంటినెంట్స్ అని చేస్తారు కదా. సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ బర్త్ రైట్ సిటిజన్షిప్ దిస్ యాక్ట్, will there be any international treaties like anything that would cause concerns among different countries?
No, because this is a domestic law. Under American system, if they want to do it, they can do it. This cannot be challenged anywhere in the world. The international community cannot question this because it's a domestic issue, not an international issue. But international issues to stay wars, so and even putting high tariff. He said, I'm going to put tariffs on Chinese goods and even Indian goods also. Mari Dan came challenge it and and he said we will also collect the tariffs from overseas. But Internal Revenue Service etla undo, he said I'll set up something where they have to collect the money outside America also. So, there are certain private international issues and public international issues. If there are issues like that which trigger up to international courts will interfere. But otherwise, no, they cannot interfere.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు కవిటి గారు మనకి బర్త్ రైట్ సిటిజన్షిప్ హిస్టారికల్ గా 14th అమెండ్మెంట్ అని ఇందాక మీరు చెప్పారు కదా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ 14th అమెండ్మెంట్?
That amendment which is it gave the birthright for the citizens. That is the amendment of US Constitution. The 18th centuryలో 1868 ఎప్పుడో వచ్చింది. అంటే సిన్స్ చాలా వందల సంవత్సరాల నుంచి అమెరికాలో పుట్టిన వాళ్లకు మీకు పాస్పోర్ట్ ఇస్తున్నారు, బర్త్ రైట్ ఇస్తున్నారు, getting a citizenship. Now suddenly Mr. Trump comes and he wants to change it అంటే subjected to lot of resentment. అంటే advocates కానీ immigrants కానీ courts కానీ there'll be lot of challenges, legal challenges అవుతాయి. Let's see, you have to just wait and see. నిన్ననే కదా వచ్చింది. We have to see what's going to happen. But there are going to be a lot of changes in the country. And one has to be very careful. Even asylum application pettinollu koda, he said any frivolous applications we'll throw them out. And lot of Indians have filed a lot of frivolous asylum applications. But in India is not a disturbed country. Of course, if you're a Hindu from Pakistan or if you're a Hindu from Bangladesh or Myanmar, many countries disturbed, of course you might get it if you're a Hindu from those countries. But India lo em problems unayandi. Even there is no special status for Kashmir today. Everything is so peaceful in India. So you cannot say that you have some problems going back to India. So all these applications are frivolous. Students kuda pedutunnaru, unfortunately. H1B guys are doing, visitors are doing. They all will be detained, arrested, they'll be sent back.
ఎస్, మనం అసాలం థింగ్ నుంచి కూడా ఒక ఎపిసోడ్ మనము ప్రీవియస్ గా చేసాము. సో ఫేక్ గా అసాలమ్స్ చేస్తే చాలా సీరియస్ ఇష్యూస్ అయ్యి వీ కెన్ ఈవెన్ గో టు ప్రిజన్. సో చూడకపోతే లాస్ట్ ఎపిసోడ్ అది చూడండి, అసాలం గురించి చేసాము. సో ఫైనల్ గా వాట్ యూ వాంట్ టు సే టు ద వ్యూవర్స్ ఆన్ ఫర్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఫర్ ద పేరెంట్స్ ఆన్ దిస్ బర్త్ రైట్ సిటిజన్షిప్, ఇప్పుడు వచ్చే యుఎస్ అప్కమింగ్ పేరెంట్స్ ఆర్ న్యూ పేరెంట్స్ కి?
And as on today, I cannot exactly tell them, but it's in limbo. They might not get it. If the courts decided no, okavela executive order uphold cheste, that becomes a law of the land. Okavela uphold cheyalekapothe, if the Supreme Court strikes out the executive orders, gatanlo executive orders konni techaru Trump garu, avi challenge cheyabaddayi Supreme Court lo, they were not upheld. అవన్నీ వాళ్ళు డిస్మిస్ చేశారు. నో, దిస్ కెనాట్ బి ద లా ఆఫ్ ద ల్యాండ్ అని. సో ఇఫ్ ఎనీథింగ్ హ్యాపెన్స్, ఇట్స్ ఇన్ ఎ లింబో. బట్ డోంట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ దట్ వెన్ యూ కమ్ టు అమెరికా అండ్ హ్యావ్ ఎ చైల్డ్ అండ్ హ్యావ్ ఎ పాస్పోర్ట్. దట్స్ వన్ థింగ్. సెకండ్ థింగ్, లా ఎన్ఫోర్స్మెంట్ బాగా చేస్తున్నా అంటున్నారు, బికాస్ ఈ సెడ్ ఫార్మ్ I-9 enforcement. That means the police officers, ICE officers can walk into any office and they can check up the ID, they can check up their immigration status, they can stop anywhere. And already he has passed the emergency yesterday, south border law. Anybody military is going to take over, and all over the country is going to do it. And especially cities like New York, Pennsylvania, California, అన్ని షికాగో అన్ని సిటీస్లలో శాంక్చురీ సిటీస్ అంటారు, అవి సేఫ్ సిటీస్ కాదు, అక్కడ చేస్తా అంటున్నారు ఎమర్జెన్సీ. If that is going to happen, a lot of people will be arrested and detained and sent back to their countries. So now one has to be careful with not hiring unlawful aliens. Studentలను పేపర్ లేని వాళ్ళను హైర్ చేయకూడదు. చేస్తే employers will be prosecuted and they'll be penalized heavily.
Thank you so much, Kaveti Garu, for sharing all your insights. You are watching Sakshi Manasakshi. This is Priya Koteti signing off. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.